Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of TV Talk Tonight with Steve and Brandon, where a bunch of Aussies talk about what they watched on TV this week in the United States. Welcome, Carly, my co-host.
Hi.
We watched a lot of TV this week.
As we always do.
Yes, and we're going to talk about it all episode, about what we saw, what was in...
Because there's so much.
I know. Firstly, before we talk about exactly what we watched, I want to talk about ratings.
Right.
And...
Important.
Because ratings is what makes TV shows succeed. Without the ratings means there's no advertisers, which means no shows.
Mm-hmm.
Party Down.
Yes.
Is a very funny sitcom on the Starz network, which is not a network that not many people have.
Yes.
It's a new network. It's like an HBO Showtime kind of thing. They've had Spartacus is one of their shows that's doing quite well. Party Down Season 2, it's got a lot of critical acclaim. Mm-hmm. First episode debuted of Season 2, Megan Mullally joined the cast. Mm-hmm. 126,000 viewers.
Where are the viewers?
That's no one. That's like the headlines read, no one watched this show.
Shame.
126,000 in America, but 300 million people.
It is Starz.
It is Starz. But
I don't even know where it is on my...
What even dial?
Yeah,
I
don't even know. I don't think well, you have to pay for it.
You do.
It's extra.
I watched season 1 on DVD.
Right.
And I downloaded a preview of season 2. That's how I saw it.
Come get him.
No, yeah. So, I mean, I don't have Starz either.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I personally don't pay.
I know, but they're already talking about season 3. Can they go on season 3 of this? It's a TV show that no one watches on TV. They only watch it on DVD.
Well, if DVD sales are probably going to do well enough, then they can keep it on television, maybe.
Yeah, but I'm worried about this. Because
it is a very good show. I really like Ryan Hansen. I think he's hilarious.
Yes.
So.
And we all like Rob Thomas, who created Veronica Mars. And
I
Paul
love
Rudd is an
Mars.
executive producer, creator of the show as well. So if you have Starz, you should be watching it. If not, check it out. First season is available on DVD.
And you can get it on Netflix streaming.
Yeah.
So like the episodes have just aired.
We'll stay tuned and see if they do a third season, because clearly it's not for a live TV audience. Clearly it's for people outside of TV and the internet and whatnot.
Yes.
So, but what did we watch on TV this week? Let's start Sunday night, Breaking Bad. It's very tense. It's very tense. They discover, Hank, who of course is Walt's brother-in-law, discovered the camper van that they've been cooking the meth in. And they trapped Jesse inside. Ooh. And it looked like they were going to catch him, but of course there was a fake out and he left, so he escaped. Okay, but next week preview. Do you think they would kill Hank? They would kill him off? I mean, he's the one threat standing in their way. If they kill him off, he doesn't have a threat anymore.
I don't think they'd kill him off. No, I don't.
They could do something very bold. This is the kind of show where bold moves happen.
They've introduced Hank's partners and people in the police force, so it's not like if you kill him off, the threat's completely gone. No. It would be good for the show.
Well, unfortunate for the actor, Dean Norris is doing very well, but we're going to see at the end of the season he may be bumped off. Ooh. So,
interesting.
Yes, Desperate Housewives. We talked about that on the show last week.
Yes,
I was talking about this wisteria arrangement. I got to give it to Mark Cherry. He did a very good episode. Yes. We flashed back. We saw Mary Alice a bit. We saw his history. Yes. That was well done.
And I love seeing Mary Alice. I think it's great.
Yeah, Brenda Strong gets to come on screen once or twice a season. It's nice to see her.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Monday we had the return of Chuck.
Yes.
They had a 2-week break, and Sarah and Chuck are now together. It's their first, and
Jump the shark.
Well, no, look, it was a pretty fun episode. They were having a lot of sex, as we could see. Now, here's my question. He's got the intersect in his mind, and he can flash on how to do kung fu. He can flash on this. Can he flash the Kama Sutra? Do you think that he's flashing on the Kama Sutra?
This is a children's show, Stephen.
What children? I don't know what you're speaking of. So I'd like to see that version.
Okay.
But you know what was happening is Morgan is being teamed up with Casey quite a lot, and they're becoming a very good comedic duo. So I look forward to many more Morgan and Casey adventures.
Interesting.
24, leading up to the final hours, Jack versus Chloe. Chloe's now the boss. Jack, once again, is off the grid, and he's using Freddie Prinze Jr. as his pawn, and I think we're going to be leading up to a series finale where it's Jack versus Chloe, and we'll see how that goes.
Interesting.
And, if they want to make a movie, Chloe's going to be in that movie.
Right, yes.
Tuesday, which I call...
Monday...
Oh, excuse me.
The Hills.
I forgot about The Hills.
The Hills.
It says Hills.
Really?
It says Hills in black. Tell me about The Hills, Carl.
So, The Hills is very interesting because of Heidi.
Well...
So, for the first few minutes, they were showing the back of her head, which was hilarious because it's like, really? You're actually going to do this?
She's had all this surgery.
Yes, she had 10 surgeries.
It was the premiere, right?
It was the premiere of the final season. So she went home to Colorado to see her mother for the first time. Door opens, the mother starts crying instantly. Probably doesn't even recognise her daughter.
How many surgeries did she have?
She had 10 in one go.
In one hit, 10 surgeries.
Hit. So her mother actually said to her, so the eyebrows, are they going to come down at all? Heidi's like, no. It literally was. I felt terrible for Heidi's mother. Because it... Yeah.
She's now known as Franken-Heidi.
That's what I like to call her.
You call her Franken-Heidi.
And she blamed it all on LA. Oh, but I live in LA and you don't know what it's like. Well, whatever. Stupid. Sorry, Heidi, I'm sorry.
Now
you should have gotten help.
Now that you have your therapeutic help,
that's what the mother suggested it.
So
it was terrible.
But you're still going to watch it, right?
Of course I'm going to watch it, but I've never liked Heidi and Spencer.
Okay.
You could tell that Heidi was being friends with Lauren to get on her coattails into LA. So, yeah. Okay. I've never liked Heidi, unfortunately. But she shouldn't have gotten 10 surgeries in one day.
That's the extreme case scenario about it.
Extreme.
So you kids who are thinking of moving out to LA, you know, it's what's on the inside that counts, not the outside.
Yeah, and it is very sad. Anyway.
So yeah, these are lessons that you might learn if you watch Glee.
Glee? Ooh.
Yes, we had the episode called Home. Yes. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I complained that we weren't getting enough B players.
You were complaining.
And my prayers were met because we had a really good episode with a lot of B story.
But I really missed Rachel.
Well, this is the thing. Where is that balance, Ryan Murphy? Where is that balance?
I mean, I love seeing Rachel in a cupcake. Was she the cupcake?
Yeah, she was the cupcake.
Yeah, that was funny.
And but she had one line.
Yes.
Like, all right, so Kurt got a song, Mercedes got a song. We got to see a bit more of, you know, we're seeing Britney and Santana. I was happy that they got a lot of screen time, but you can't take away all of Rachel.
No, you can't.
There's no point. We've got to find that happy balance, and hopefully that's coming soon.
Well, if they heard your other plea, maybe they'll hear this plea, even though they filmed it.
Even though they're already done. But I know they're doing an episode called Laryngitis coming up, where Rachel gets laryngitis. So she'll be the centre, but she won't be able to sing as much.
Interesting.
So hopefully that one. I mean, look, they've got 16 series regulars. It's hard to get them all in. You know, the two girls weren't in last week's episode. No Emma, no Terry.
The main stars are Rachel and Finn and Mr. Shu.
Yeah, so they're obviously going to have a plot, but you know, and you're going to like, you know, when we have a puck episode, we won't have.
Seriously, the cat reading the diary line. Damn, that girl gets great one-liners.
She's the queen of one-liners. Okay, speaking of one-liners, in Parenthood, you know, I like to talk about how Parenthood gets away with such stuff. So the daughter bought a bra for her new boyfriend, and sister Lauren Graham asked, you know, was it frilly? Was it frilly? What was the lace to base factor? This is something I had not heard of before. Have you heard of the lace to base factor? Basically, what she's saying is, however, more lace is the further base you're going to get to with your boyfriend.
That must be an American thing.
Yes. So when you have gentlemen callers, do you wear certain particular bras?
Stephen, I think no comment.
No comment.
Might go with that.
And also, Mike O'Malley guest starred on both Glee and Parenthood that night.
Right,
he was on from 9 to 11 because he played Bert Hummel.
Okay.
Don't you love how Kurt's dad is Bert? And then he played Lauren Graham's ex-boyfriend, sort of one-night hookup on the other show.
It actually perturbed me when he had his hat off. His head looked very strange without the hat.
Well, he's he's a bald man, and he usually wears the hat.
He always wears the hat, so I was like...
Well, but so he had sex with Lauren Graham in the first episode, and this is like episode 7, right? And he's a poet now. Right. And he reads a poem about a pink orchid and how it opened up to him. And it's very clear he's talking about sex with Lauren Graham. Right. And Mae Whitman, Lauren Graham's daughter, says to Lauren, I think he was talking about your vag. And I was like, you can say vag? What's going on? I mean, it is a 10 o'clock show, but it's a family show.
Yeah, but they're probably like just skimming the line.
Yeah, I mean...
It cleared their legal department.
Oh, clearly. Broadcast practice and standards says it's okay.
Yeah.
But I was just like, whoa! But, you know, I keep going back. It's a good show.
Yeah.
So...
I really love the movie, personally.
Yeah, oh no, the movie was
awesome.
Excellent. So, alright, well, I think we're going to take a break now, and we're going to come back and we're going to talk about Wednesday to Friday. What happened the rest of the week. So, go below, click on the next link. We'll be back with more TV Talk tonight.